Deborah Dahab, your expat coach. I help people prepare for a move abroad and also help them adjust once they've arrived. So today I'm going to talk about 3 mistakes people make when packing to move abroad. I hope this is helpful for you if you are preparing for a move and considering packing all of your stuff, none of your stuff, or something in between. I have a tip for you. So let's get to it. Mistake number 1, shipping everything. So many people that have the financial means to do so, they just don't want to deal with the hassle and the confusion of downsizing or choosing or whatever. They just pick everything up in one place, ship it, and have everything kind of like copy paste. Now, why do I consider that a mistake? Because moving abroad, moving in general and moving abroad is an exceptional opportunity to really go through your things, go through what is serving you, what is not serving you, what makes sense for you to keep having, doesn't make sense. And ultimately, this cleaning up and decluttering opens up space and energy and, provides the opportunity for new things to come, objects, experiences, you name it. So it's really a good opportunity when we're moving abroad to go through things. Is it hard? It can be. And that I'm going to talk about how to make it less hard in tip number 3, but it's a wasted opportunity in my opinion, and it really doesn't serve us in the long run when we just copy paste and ship every single thing without going through it. So that was mistake number 1 that I consider a mistake when packing for living abroad. Mistake number 2 is the exact opposite, is saying to yourself, I'm going to sell everything. I'm not going to take anything, just, few suitcases, and doing that without a process and without purpose. Why do I say this? Because in your new life and your new home, in your new country, it's really important that we have certain objects or things that typically are objects that really help ground us, that bring us good memories, that give us a sense of home, of coziness, that, it can be even a picture or artwork. It doesn't matter what it is, but it's important that we have this thing, not only us individually, but other family members, especially if you're moving with children or teenagers. It's really important that it helps them keep their sense of identity, their sense of continuity. So just getting rid of everything is also, in my opinion, a mistake. The sweet spot is somewhere in between, where you declutter, you really go through what makes sense for you to keep, what makes sense for you to take in a new country that might have different weather, different temperatures. You're going to go perhaps to different lifestyle, and also taking into account that there are objects that are not only practical, they're also emotional. I have a whole video on that. I'll link it below, above, somewhere here above, so you can take a look at that too. It has some tips on the emotional, practical, how about choosing the things that you want to take with you in your new country. Now, tip number 3 is, mistake number 3 is not having a strategy. So when we go kind of like crazy mode and either start decluttering things, and it can get super, super overwhelming. So the mistake that I see many people make here is not having a strategy, not knowing how, when, and what you're going to do, and having a timeline for that. I can tell you from my own experience, my level of tolerance with clutter is limited. So it comes to a point I get really anxious if there's a lot of things out of place in my environment. So this for me is something really, really, it's real for many people too. And our internal, what we feel internally also reflects how our external is, and our external reflects our internal state. So the more organized and the more strategic you can make things, the easier it's also going to be emotionally on the emotional side. So these are the mistakes that I see people make. I hope you don't make them. I hope at least these mistakes and what I'm sharing helps you reflect on how you want to do things. If you would like more guidance, if this is something that resonated with you, in the Master Your Move program, we have a whole module only talking about how to decide what to pack and what to leave behind, with workbooks, with exercises. We also have the group calls, the individual calls. It's a very complete program. If this is something that interests you, check out the link in the description box where you can set up a free call with me, and we'll see if it makes sense, if it's a fit. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you next time. Remember to like and subscribe and comment. Bye.